My husband is pursuing a friendship with another woman while I'm feeling neglected and very pregnant. Hey everyone, looking for some outside perspective? I'll include a bit of backstory so you can get the full picture. Hopefully, I'm not all over the place. My husband and I have been married for almost 10 years now. He is the only serious relationship I've ever been in, and we have had plenty of ups and downs over the years. We have 3 children, 6 and younger, and I'm pregnant with another due in a couple of months. This pregnancy has been rough. I've been feeling very emotional and have been craving intimacy and affection, and my husband has pretty much checked out of our family life/relationship for the past few months. We are both gamers, but for a few years now I've been telling him I need more engagement in other hobbies, making memories with the kids, and just more attention outside of games. Oftentimes the conversations will go well, but then he falls back into old patterns and just seems to pursue his own interest and hobbies. He works and I stay at home with the kids. He expects me to take care of all household responsibilities since he brings home the paycheck. He will cook food for the family on his days off and walk the dog. All other cooking, cleaning, shopping, and kid and household stuff is my responsibility. I feel like I'm going literally non-stop, and being pregnant has just added to my exhaustion. Back to the relationship stuff. So basically the past few months he will come home and just get into his own stuff. We don't really talk outside of superficial small talk, and we have had zero intimacy whatsoever. I've brought it up a few times and the only answer he can really give me is, "Oh, this is just a rough spot in our relationship." It's really started to get to me. I'm craving love and affection. Being pregnant, I've been a bit more needy and insecure, and his basically ignoring me has really added fuel to the fire. It's been some of the lowest months of my life, and everything came to a head this past week. It came out that he has this new friend at work. He's been texting a lot, so I asked who it was and why he was talking to this person so much, and he just said, "Oh, we're just friends. We talk about work stuff you'd find boring." This person also came up in conversation, and he mentioned her being really innocent and pure and how he admires her helping her family and what a great person she is. So I snooped and went through their messages. I know I may get some hate for that, but we've never been secretive with our phones, and I was feeling really upset. Here I am telling him how alone I'm feeling and wanting more connection, and he's texting some other woman multiple times in a night. The messages made me uncomfortable. There was nothing dirty, no flirting according to him, but to me, it just seems inappropriate. A few examples. He's been sharing his art with her. He's told her he's writing poetry and wants to share it, but it's so bad. When she said to trust him that his art is good, he responded with, "Yeah, I trust you a little too much." Tons of texts like "you're the best," smiley face, and complimenting her. Some texts were work related, but most of them weren't. He made a homemade treat and brought them to work and was going on about how happy he is she was savoring them because she took all the leftovers. I confronted him about it and asked him directly if he was attracted to her, and he got a really pinched face, wouldn't look me in the eyes, and then said not sexually. He says there is nothing wrong with the texts and I'm just jealous he has a friend, but at this point, I'm feeling like our marriage is over. He's suddenly saying he will try harder and make more effort with me and the kids, but I'm feeling such sadness and kind of an inner rage, to be honest. Does this count as just friendly texting? Comnet. I'm of the mind that a man and a woman messaging consistently for long periods of time instead of investing precious time in their own relationship is a red flag. You don't need to work with someone all day and then go home and message them all night. I know others will disagree, but generally it's not a good sign. Did you ask him to stop messaging her? To me, the biggest issue is the amount of effort he's putting into this friendship compared to the effort into his marriage. He won't put in effort to improve their rough patch, but he'll form a strong emotional connection with some random chick at work and make her homemade treats. That doesn't look good. Perhaps position it how he would feel if this was reversed. Are his intentions really pure? I am sure you don't have any issues with him making friends, but this heading towards emotional cheating territory. I have seen people recommending a book called Not Just Friends by Sharon Glass, which may be helpful. He is seeking validation and emotional bonding outside of your marriage. Just on a last note, I realize you are a Sam, but this doesn't mean you should be the only person parenting. Your husband really needs to step up here as well as help with chores. You shouldn't be expected to parent/keep the house in order 24/7. If things don't get better, please make sure you have an exit plan and money set aside. I wish you all the best with your pregnancy and hope things improve with your husband. Many men seem to cheat when their partner is pregnant, it seems. You are feeling ignored, and rightly so. I would tell him that he's putting effort in this new relationship, in gaming, and other things, and not his wife and family. He's getting dopamine hits each time he texts with her. It's feeding his ego. I would ask him to end it. He works with her, so I assume he is spending more time with her physically and mentally than he is with you. Set up weekly date nights. He can massage you, show you his new art, talk about new shows, etc. Get a sitter to go try new things together once a month. Set up family nights. No phones. Get out with them to do something once a month to build memories. Geocaching. Painted rocks. Run around acting like pirates at a park. Create a chore list. Daily and weekly one. Have him check off ones he will commit to doing. Even the older kids can help. Time to hack the brain. Bring back some feel-good chemicals. Marriage is work. What is he doing on his end? Bringing home a paycheck is not enough. Next story 2. How should I deal with having to see my ex at an upcoming event for a close friend? My pregnant friend is set to have her baby shower later this year. It happens to be right around my own baby's due date. My ex-boyfriend will likely be there. This possibility is making me face up to some feelings and anxiety, and I am seeking advice on what to do. The pregnant friend having a baby shower is one of my closest friends and also remained friends with my ex. This woman also calls me one of her best friends, but it is something I have come to doubt in the past few years because of her continued friendship with my ex. I am not sure if my feelings on this are fair. I do truly like, love, respect and enjoy spending time with pregnant friend, but this situation often makes me feel terrible about myself. For context, my ex treated me like absolute dogshit while we were together and sometimes after. I was in no way perfect and was often my worst self in reaction to the way this man would behave. But, the things this guy did and said now actively horrify me and haunt me. Pregnant friend offered to stop being friends with this ex during our breakup. I said she didn't need to, as it would absolutely have led to terrible fallout for me from the ex, plus I don't feel it's my call to dictate her friendships. Ex has made attempts to end my friendship with pregnant friend both during and after our relationship. Pregnant friend also knows a lot of the terrible things my ex did and said. Pregnant friend's continued friendship with my ex has made me feel very unimportant to her, and I have had a lot of feelings of betrayal that I have not shared because it has been so hurtful and fraught. I don't really know how to bring it up, and I don't necessarily think those feelings are fair. It feels a bit like our friendship has become tenuous on my side as a result to this, and I know that this is my fault for not bringing it up clearly. I know that if I knew someone had treated any one of my friends the way I was treated, I would not want a relationship with them, so it is hard for me to understand why pregnant friend has remained friends with my ex and why she is okay with it all. I also suspect the ex has interfered with the friendship on his side more than I might know. My request for advice. Should I explain that if ex will be at the baby shower, that I will not attend? I am concerned that she may be upset and feel like this is an ultimatum. In turn, I may be upset if she accepts this and has him there instead of me. I strongly doubt she would uninvite the ex, but if she did, I also worry about what he might do in response. Should I cite my own late pregnancy and simply not show up so as to not force this conversation? I worry this is just postponing a conversation that needs to be had, but avoidance has admittedly worked for years now. I don't want to miss future events and birthday parties for her child and pretend that is okay, and I worry about setting a precedent. Should I share how devastating it has been that she remains friends with this person? I feel that this is not the time, as her shower is about her. On the other hand, I also feel that if I don't address it, I'm further damaging our friendship without my friend even knowing. Is there another option that I may be too stupid to realize? Comment. First of all, I'm very sorry you were in a relationship with someone who treated you so horribly. I think it is more than reasonable to let your friend know that if your ex is present, you do not feel comfortable attending. You do not have to make it an ultimatum, just say that it is not a situation you want to put yourself in, especially when you are pregnant yourself. This could result in opening up a larger conversation about her ongoing friendship with your ex, where you could then express what you've just expressed here. That you have not said anything because you do not feel it is your place to dictate who other people can be friends with, but it is hurtful to see someone you consider a close friend keep your ex in their life when she knows details about how poorly you were treated. If this isn't, at the very least, received well, you may want to reconsider how close of a friendship this really is. Close friends should always have your back.